Throughout Unit 1, we have looked at the importance of planning within the assessment process. We are now looking at understanding how to make assessment decisions. Within the world of assessing, there are three key terms that we need to be aware of when making a judgment call about the learner's performance. We have authentic, current, and also sufficient as well. Okay, the first key term is authentic. Okay, authentic means is the learner's work authentic? Is it produced by them? It hasn't been impacted or infringed upon by any other learner or colleague for that matter. It is very much their own work, it's their own thinking, their own performance as well. So we need to be mindful of that as an assessor. Okay, and furthermore, we have to think about whether or not the learner will be able to replicate their skills independently, of course. So it's very important in terms of your own reputation as an assessor. Okay, if you do pass a learner, if they have an accident, then there's going to be a bit of a trail back to you. Okay, so we have to make sure that we're comfortable with passing the learner in terms of their performance, their work. It has been their own work as well. In terms of promoting authenticity, learner signatures, assessor signatures, and also dates are very important here. So if you're happy with learners' work, okay, their performance, do make sure that you sign it, you date it as well, okay. Furthermore, we have current, okay. Is the evidence current? Have the latest standards and criteria specification have been applied for the assessment. Okay, so once again, very important here that we are staying current as an assessor, that the learner's skills, their observation, what they are showing is the most up-to-date criteria, okay, that the latest standards have been applied. Okay, if learners are producing perhaps a skill, a quality which is perhaps out of date, they might need to perhaps do some background reading and book in a future assessment as well. Okay, so we need to be thinking about the latest standards within our field. And also sufficient. Okay, is the evidence sufficient? Okay, has the learner achieved all of the criteria? Okay, once again, are they going to be fully competent and also confident within their role? Okay, so we need to think about sufficiency in terms of the evidence as well. Okay, so have learners perhaps written an assignment which is perhaps detailed enough to show competence? Have they perhaps produced photos within a portfolio of evidence as well? So thinking about how are we going to promote sufficiency? How do we check that learners are sufficient within their working role? Okay, do have a look at textbook pages 22, 100 and 102 as well. But what we'd like for you to do for this criteria is explain the key terms of authentic, current and also sufficient. Why are these factors important within assessing, of course, and also what are the consequences of not promoting these key terms as well for yourself as the assessor and also for the learner.